Hi, my name is Anemone Rishel, and I picked up stained glass making over quarantine. I learned stained glass making about a year ago from my grandfather, and he taught me to do it when I was on summer break at his house. And he took me down to his workshop, and he told me how to use all the tools, and we did a very basic and very easy pattern, and it was such a fun that I just kept going. So the first step to making stained glass is to choose your pattern, and then once you have that, you cut it to size, and you lay it out on all your glass that you've picked out, and your colors and all that kind of stuff. And then once you have it taped down and you've traced it, you cut it out using a special tool, and then after that you'll shave it down so you make sure it's the right size and it'll fit with all your other pieces. And after that, you have to use a special copper tape to go around all the edges. And then you add flux to the copper tape, which is basically keeps everything together, and it holds the solder to the stained glass. And then you use your soldering iron, and you use something called lead solder. You solder everything together, and you have to make sure you do both sides and all around the edges, so you make sure none of the copper tape is showing. And once you think it's soldered enough and everything is kind of structurally sound, you're done. You just have to wash it off. A small piece usually takes 1 or 2 hours, but the bigger the piece you want to do, the bigger it gets. So I've had projects that last me a couple days, and I've had projects that last me 30 minutes. One of my favorite pieces that I did last Halloween, and it's a big bat. It's made out of black glass that you can't see through. I think it works really well with the silver solder. So something you really need to keep in mind is patience. Whether it's cutting out all the pieces of the right size, your glass tends to break a lot if you cut it the wrong way. So you just have to make sure you're being patient and really taking care with everything that you do. If you want to get into stained glass making, you should watch some YouTube videos and make sure you're getting quality materials and quality tools, because that can really affect how your work turns out. And you really just want to do what makes you happy. Don't feel like you need to go with a big project in your first try. You're going to make mistakes, but just take your time. You're going to do great.